So thank you for those who are still sticking around. Thank you so much for your messages and your emails, and letting me know the readings have been helpful. So I really appreciate that. So without further ado, let's get into your reading. So the first 5 cards deal with your love relationship situation, and the other spread, the other 5 cards. So these are 2 separate spreads. These 5 cards deal more with your general energies, okay? So first of all, love and relationships. We have, once again, heavy air sign. So this is an Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. There is some type of a geographical distance between you and this person. The timing or something is always off about this relationship, okay? So you have somebody here who's very straightforward, very articulate, very moralistic. They're very adamant about, right and wrong. They always try to do the right thing. They always fight for the underdog. They're very courageous, very bold, very brave. And the energy is masculine to me. So even if it's a female, it's somebody that is masculine, like that has the stereotypical masculine traits, the drive, the ambition, the independence, and also they don't care what people think. They just say whatever is on their mind. So you're dealing with someone who's not like a passionate, warm, cuddly type of a person. You're dealing with someone who is of a different caliber from what you're used to. They lead the way, they lead the charge, and they're so independent that it might be really difficult to have a relationship with them, to form a family with them, to express your emotions to them. However, I feel like you do respect this person a lot, okay? And I feel like, with air signs in general, their nature is that they're just almost like, I feel like asexual, They don't see people as you're male or you're female. They don't see people as sort of like, oh, you're the gender that I'm interested in. Let me get to know you. Like their energy is very friendship oriented, and it's really hard to know when an air sign likes you. Just keep in mind, when an air sign likes you, because they're an air sign, they like to communicate. If they like you, they'll talk to you. And they'll talk to you more than other people if they like you. They'll Skype you, they'll text you, they'll initiate the conversation. So if you feel like, does this person like me? If you're single, if they're not texting you or communicating with you, they probably don't, okay? If you have to initiate most of the conversation, it might be because they're polite, so they're responding. If you find yourself initiating all of the conversation, no, they don't like you. So I feel like if you're confused, and you might be because you're a different element, and you're very fixated on the object of your affection when you like somebody. So if you're confused, I hope that will help you understand where this person is coming from. This could be a sun, a moon, or a rising, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. I feel as if there has been some type of a truce between you and this person. You might have been friend zoned. You might have friend zoned them. And emotionally, you're just trying to move away from the romantic connection. There could still be friendships. However, I feel like for many of you, you're going back and forth with this person. Does he or she like me, or doesn't he or she like me? So you're just like confused. And with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, it's almost like something that the relationship might have started in a very karmic way. This is usually like a career, fated type of a situation. When it's in the reverse, you might have met on the job. You might have worked in the same place. You might have met through family members. Like in some way, it's like it could be a very beautiful start of a relationship. So I feel like there's some unfinished business constantly between you and this air sign that you're not resigning yourself to move away from. I also feel like timing. The Wheel of Fortune is a big card about timing in the reverse. It's like you're ready to settle down. You have the Empress here. And the Empress is like, I know what I want. I want the home. I want the hearth. I want the family. I want children. And the other person is not there yet. They're not the Emperor, right? So they're not there. They're not a perfect match for you just yet. you might want to settle down, and they're still trying to find their career path. They're still trying to, possibly, because they're upright, I don't want to say they're playing the field, they're dating other people, but I feel like timing wise, it's like you're not on the same page when it comes to what you want out of life. And I feel for many of you, you guys are very big daters. You've been around. You've dated many, many people. Not all of you, but majority of you. You know what's around the corner. You know what dating is like. And so you're kind of jaded when it comes to dating. I know what's out there, and I know that, all the other options out there are going to pale in comparison to this person. That's what I'm feeling. You know what's out there. You know that, yes, there are a lot of people out there, but people that gets me, people that are intelligent and trustworthy, like this air sign, you know that it's one in a million. So you know what's out there. And I feel like because of that, you're also holding on to this connection, wondering maybe one day it'll turn out to be that connection that I'm looking for. So I feel like you have a lot of things that I don't want to say you're afraid of trying new things, because you're not. But I feel like you already know, you've already been around the block, you know what's out there, and you know that it's not going to exceed your expectations, okay? So I feel like fate, there's like the hand of destiny, is forcing you to go back and fix the situation. It's forcing you to go back and have one more try with this person. And what I'm feeling as well, for those who are single and this person is not in your life, you're really, really attractive. You're very attractive. This is a card of somebody who takes care of him or herself. Nice clothes, you brush your hair, you put on makeup, you smell nice, you look good. However, it's like timing for dating is not yet right now, because the options that are available, they're okay, but they don't really make the cut. So don't give up on that, okay? Keep dating, keep moving, keep building the connections. And if you've been dating during the Mercury retrograde period, people were not what they seemed, right? So it's just the timing is not right. So don't let that, don't let that dating experience during Mercury retrograde is not really a good time for dating. Don't let that affect your future prospects, okay? So keep at it, keep dating, because you're going to meet your match. And we have here, this card fell out when I was shuffling. You are going to meet your match, but it's telling you, not to give up. So with the Emperor and the Empress, it's a very fated union, okay? And then maybe even this person can one day grow into the man or the woman that you're looking for. But timing is not right now. It doesn't mean it's a permanent, it doesn't mean like it's a permanent wrench in the works. It just means maybe not right now, maybe later, okay? So moving on here to your work and finances and everything else. Also, one last message. Don't let your family interfere with your relationships, okay? Mom, dad, their expectations for you, who you should marry, what marriage should look like, how to raise your kids. If you're in a couple with somebody, child rearing, family practices, and all of that, it's between you and your significant other. So don't let too many people interfere with this process. A lot of fire signs are very family oriented in general, and you do, take what they say into heart. And it might not be completely appropriate when you're trying to work things out with your partner, okay? So let's leave that alone. It's a sensitive topic I'm sensing here. In general, when it comes to, your general reading, when it comes to other aspects of your life, I feel like there's some major changes happening in your work environment. We have here the Death card. This is like moving from one job to the next, or changes, like structural changes, new protocols, new procedures, leaving old ways of doing behind, as well as management changes, people leaving your workplace, and new people coming in, okay? With the death card, it basically brings about new energy. So if the workload has been very unfair or uneven, if there has been shady people in your work environment who are not pulling their weight, who are not really nice and friendly to begin with, I feel like that's being left behind, and there are stern, new, positive changes that are going to be coming into the picture. New people, new leadership in particular, who's going to like whip things into shape and move everybody along and get things moving in a much faster manner. So like management or somebody's going to tell everybody, you know, work faster, be a little bit more productive, which is what you're really good at. So as a fire sign, you're going to really welcome and appreciate the change, okay? On top of that, there's a lot of trepidation from your end about the work. So I don't know if the workload is increasing. It seems like it could. People might have left and leaving you with, you know, their work. But you're going to have like really strong support from management, from higher ups, from people that are overseeing your work. So I don't see it being a problem. Currently, with the Queen of Pentacles, this is a person in your work environment. So a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising. This is somebody who's like a little bit more on the selfish end. So they could be a coworker or a supervisor or a boss, somebody that likes to cover their butts, but, you know, might throw somebody under the bus. If they are connected to this Six of Pentacles, not willing to help, not willing to like step in and do their work, or they don't take responsibilities for their work, I feel like it's going to be exposed. Okay, so you have some tough people working from the top down. They're hardworking and they're going to whip the place into shape, while you have these people that are potentially going to be leaving. So I do see a lot of changes happening in your work environment. Mercury retrograde also, that just ended on the 19th. It's a really good time for management to figure out what are people up to, who's underperforming or who's, you know, overperforming. So I feel many of you, if you have been overperforming, you're going to get the recognition and the accolades that are coming to you. And then on the other hand, for those who have been underperforming, performance evaluation, I feel that's coming in, and these people are going to be given their due justice, okay? So I hope the reading has been helpful. I hope that, you know, it's still relevant to what you're dealing with right now. I wish you all the best, Aries. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.